Hey guys, welcome back to my interlocking crochet along for my summer direction cowl. This is chevron B, starting with the wrong side. So this is how far we've gotten, and you know that we've been doing these chevrons A, and then B goes like this. So this was A, and even though we've done this B section, this section, because of interlocking and whether you're starting on the right side or the wrong side, makes a difference in your stitches. So this one happens to be starting when you are looking at the wrong side. Our top line is purple already, which means the next row has to be my green. And this is actually my accent color. So I'm starting at row 105 using my accent color, which means I'm looking at the wrong side. This has already been done. When you finish this row, this is already on the back. So when it says chain 3 in the back, you know from my other stuff, if you've been watching, that that's just a reminder that you should already be there. There is no way to fix that except for if you're frogging or cutting or leave it. So chain 3 in back, row 105. We're going to start. Like I've mentioned in my other videos, this isn't really a tutorial on the stitches, right? If you don't know how to do a front stitch and a back stitch, you need to go look at my other ones. This is just the pattern. We're going to breeze through the pattern, and then you can follow along. If you need a tutorial, check out my other videos. So we're getting right into it. We did chain 3 in the back, 1 stitch in the front, then our star. So if you're using stitch markers, here's where you stick it. And this one you don't really actually have to count that much because it's a stripe again, which means we're just going to put 9 in the front all the way across. If you have repeats, it's just like 999, or you don't really have to count, you just go. All of them in the front, which can be annoying. Like I mentioned in my previous video, the stripes on interlocking make it hard because that means you're always digging through these windows, right, to get the stitch and bring it to the proper side. But it is worth it. It makes cool things. So if you are not counting, you just go and go and go until you get to your very last, the end stitch. The end stitch, we're going to put it in the back because we are keeping these lines straight. Purple, light, and purple. So there we go. It's going in the back. That is how we start this section off. And then I left this loop really long so that it wouldn't get accidentally pulled out, but it doesn't really need to be that long. You can use stitch markers too if you don't want to pull them. So we're gonna flip our work. Your work might be a lot larger, maybe it's a blanket. We're at row 106 using our main color, which for me is purple. The chain 3 goes on the side like so. It says we're looking at the right side, and the accent tail has to be here on the front. We're going to put our first stitch in the front and make sure it goes through the stitch, but then bring everything to the front. Then our star. This is our repeats. Our repeats are all going to be in the back. So it's kind of the same as the previous row, only now they're all in the back, which means you're digging through the window the other direction. But it's okay. If you want to count them 999, go for it. I'm just going to go all the way across until I get to my border, and then I know that I can visually look at my border and say, hey, these lines are 3 straight lines all the way across the side. I'm going to keep doing that. Eh? Clever, right? Oops, my yarn's a little low. So this is dark, light, dark. That's the next stitch here. So I want to keep it on the front instead of all those other ones that have been in the back. And put our final stitch on the side, just like that. There we go. Now, of course, this one says chain 3 in front, and that's, again, you're already in the front. It's too late now. It's just a reminder that that's where you should be. The star is starting right away with those repeats. So we're going to do 2 in the back. Then 1 in the front. It's actually going to mirror here. It's going to be the exact same as this, only flipped upside down. If that helps you at all to know what you're doing. If it doesn't help, then just keep counting with me. That's fine. We're going to do 5 in the back again. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Then we're going to put another one in the front. That's the end of our repeat. So if you've got lots, keep going. If you're at the end of your blanket, we're going to put one in the back. And our final stitch is going to be in that front, the chain 3 space, or chain 4 if you've got tighter tension than me. There's no right or wrong. If yours happens to be tighter, it's just how it is. No biggie. Row 108, using our main color. The tails are in the back here. We're looking at the wrong side. We're going to chain 3. We're going to put one in that back. Then our star is telling us to put another one in the back. It interrupted. It could say 2 back, but because you're doing your repeats, that's how it works. Then we have 6 in the front, so we go 1. It's making some nice stripes here, right? That's kind of fun too, that the back looks cool. Not necessarily the same picture cool, but it still looks nice and fun, I think. 6, 4, 6, 5, and you know I count these funny. 6, 6. That tells me the numbers are the same. I was looking for 6. I found 6. Then we have 1 in the back, 1 in the front. That's the end of the star. So do your repeats till you get to the end of your blanket, and then you're going to put 1 in the back and an end stitch right on the side. Row 109. Oh dear, I don't want to lose that loop. If you pull on it and it's not actually in there, that's a problem. Chain 3 in the back. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to put 1 stitch in the back. Go right in there. Our star has interrupted, so we're going to do front, back. Three in the front. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do back, front. And 2 in the back. That's the end of our repeating section. So when you're at the end, all you have left is an end stitch right in the back. Row 110. We're looking at the right side. The main color is being used. 1, 2, 3. Those tails are here in the front. They're out of the way. So I'm going to put 1 stitch in the front. And then our star is telling us to repeat from here. When you do your repeats, you're going to start with 2 in the back. 1 in the front. 4 in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 in the front. 1 in the back. That's the end of the star, the repeating section. You go and do some more if you like. I'm at the end of my blanket or table runner or scarf or whatever this is. So I'll put 1 in the front and an end stitch. I don't know what this is really. Row 111. Can you believe we've gotten this far? That's pretty crazy, right? Now if you're counting by tens, I almost forgot to put my stitch marker along the side here. Might cut this out of my video anyways, but I don't want my videos to get too long, but I also need them to be long enough that YouTube thinks they're worth it. So chain 3 in front. 1, 2, 3. Then the star tells us this is where you'll be starting from. We're going to do 2 in the back. 1 and 2. Oops, don't forget that loopy there. There we go. Then our brackets, it's going to say 3 times front, back, front, back, front, back. Right? That's how it works. So I go 1 and 1, and we're going to do it 2 and 2, and then we'll do our brackets a third time, 3 and 3. That's the brackets 3 times. Then there's another front stitch before you're going to go to the beginning of the stars, where you're going to repeat everything over and over. When you get to the end, we're going to put 1 in the back, and the end stitch is going to be in the front. We are on row 112. We're looking at the wrong side. The accent color is in the back there. We chain 3, put 1 in the back. Oops, go under both loops, of course. That starts the star, so our repeating will begin with 2 in the front. And 1 in the back. And then again, 2 in the front. One in the back. And then 3 in the front. And that's the end of the star, so that interrupts. You'll actually have 5 in the front if you're doing repeats with the star right in the middle of them. But for me, I'm at the end, so I'm just going to put 1 in the back. And my end stitch, of course, goes on the side, so it doesn't have a front or back. It's just on the side. Our accent color, this pretty color, for row 113, chain 3 in the back, and then put our first stitch here in the front. The star, of course, is interrupting because the next one is going to be in the front again. Make sure you get those boxes lined up so that you're not going in the wrong hole. And the brackets are telling us to do this 3 times, front, back. Oh my. And front, back again. And one more time. And then we're going to put 3 in the front before the end of the star. 1, 2, 3. Now my tail, sometimes I have to make sure I don't hook it in there. And this time it says the end in the back, so we have to get around there. So we are, of course, using our main color. This time the right side is facing us, so we're going to keep those accent tails right there. And we're going to start with 1 in the front. Then the star, our repeating section, begins with 4 in the back. So sometimes it can be hard to find those holes. I feel like I mostly do it by feel. I use my thumbs and my fingers, and I probably could do it with my eyes closed, but I obviously do use visual cues as well. It amazes me when people are able to do blind crocheting or like crocheting with their feet. Have you seen that? Like, it's amazing. Then we have 2 in the front. And 3 in the back before the end of our star. So your repeating section, of course, is interrupting those back stitches, but you should be a pro at that by now. I don't know. Maybe I have to show you a more detailed one on how to do that, but I think you got it. I'm making all these videos before I get any feedback, so I really don't know. Sorry, I should be saying that's the end of my star, so I did 1 front and my end stitch on the side. I talk too much and then I forget to say this is what I'm doing, you know? So we are on the front. It says chain 3 in front, but of course you're already there, so you don't really have a choice now. Our star is beginning again with 4 in the back. 1, 2, and 4. Then we put front, back, front. Sometimes I can think of a few stitches in a row. And I do like the way this design has created a cool thing on the front and the back for this section. Then we put 2 more in the back. That's the end of the star. So we're at the end. We're going to put another one in the back. And our end stitch is in the front because we have to keep those border lines nice and straight. See how the front is, make these diamonds. It's fun, eh? So make sure your tails don't get tangled in there, but we are of course going to chain 3. And our first stitch is in the back without getting those accent color tails. Oops. Our star begins with 9 in the front. So actually you don't really need to count once you've got that border stitch. You know that you're going to just be doing all the same stitch all the way across. And on the other side, you'll have to find your border again. So you can count if you're unsure, but I prefer to just count from the end. We know that it's the same, that we've done this kind of a row before. Now, of course, when you're doing stripes with interlocking, it means that you have to go through every single window, which there's not a big flap for you to get. Makes this fabric quite dense, which I like, but maybe you're finding it too thick. So I prefer when I'm counting, I just get to the end and I go, okay, so there's my end stitch, it has to be there. Then I'll have 1 in the back, that's that stitch there. And then everything else is in the front, which means this one is still also in the front. And that's the end of the star. So you could be counting or you can just use the visual cues, it's up to you. So I've got the 1 in the back for my border and the end stitch, and that keeps everything nice. And oh, that's the end of my section. Oh, I didn't realize that I had to scroll down, but that's it. Let's look at it. Let's see what it is. The back looks cool. Oh yeah, there we go. That's our front. This is Chevron B, but Chevron B starting with the wrong side. They look cool. I like how the front has stripes this way, and then when you flip it, the stripes go up and down the other way. I like it. I like it. I like it. So see you next my video. Oh my goodness, my words are crazy today. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I will see you in the next video.